5-3, their record at the halfway point. And you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The numbers for McLaurin a week ago. 4 catches, 107 yards, and the touchdown.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
And he goes out right around the 39.
Personal foul. Roughing the tackle. Defense.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field...
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. From the gun, Parks. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Now a handoff, Stevenson. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Oh, and this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been one. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Ron Rivera scowling down on the sideline. So for Ron Rivera, challenging that call turns out to be the right decision. Now left side on the swing pass. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Off-play action. Park blitz coming, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up. Now Jones. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Throwing, Jones. He finds his man, complete. That's Jones. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football, as they've got it with a third down and less than a yard. Off the play fake, Jones. Open man here, the tight end, Henry. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Jonathan Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that ball's going to angle out at the... So they'll play the field position game here.
Tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They go play action here on first down. Open man, it's Jalen Darden. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Off play action. Parks. He'll buy some time right. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 85 yards. And the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. Ron, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. This is intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Personal foul. Unnecessary weapons.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Dancing to his left, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll run with Gibson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And Ron Rivera, he's going to keep the offense on the field. They're going for it. Back to throw. Parks. Toward the pylon. Caught. Touchdown. Antonio Gibson. His... Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw. Jones. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Open man, the tight end Henry. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw again. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Kendrick Bourne in the final. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have come upon. We now proceed to the start of the 2nd half.
Our two teams making their final preparations for the 2nd half. And as they do, we send it back out to Foxborough, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the 2nd half gets underway. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
There's McLaurin. What a catch. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a 1st down as well.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin. Here's Jones on 1st down. This one to Bourne out on the left side. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. On second down, it's Stevenson. Stevenson, a first down and more. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
16 yards there, 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down. Back to throw. Jones. Man open, here is Jones. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Jones throw complete there to Smith. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up second and 5.
Mike 41, Mike 41. The mic. 41's the mic. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 41's the mic.
Looking to throw. Jones. Incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Julio Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. They'll look to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
He's going deep for Brown. And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign him?
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Pats are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. He's going to air one out. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On 2nd and 10, Jones out right to Bourne. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back now in Foxborough. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jones now on 1st and 10. Looking in zone for Jones. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Julio Jones. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a one-point game. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Washington offense set to take over. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop in behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.